Good morning, guys. Welcome, especially if you're new to my channel. If you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I really would appreciate it. Today we're going to get creative and we are going to make our own Easter wreath. Thank you for joining me. So I'm going to take you step by step how I'm making my wreaths. It's going to be quite a traditional wreath, and it's for my front door. We are starting with our bases. This is basically the ring that we're going to do. I have used, the Chinese lanterns. I have taken the outside of that, 2 of them, and an old frame of a lampshade. So you can either make your own. It's easy to buy already made ones, but I just thought because I have it, I'm going to make it. And then I tied tie wraps to it, and just all that you need to do is you use 4 tie wraps, put your smaller one in the middle, and then first get tension and basically make it as one. So it needs to be sturdy. If you feel like the one is still too loose, you can always put tension on the tie wraps. Just an idea to make a wreath. I'm going to cut the excess of the tie wraps off. Then I have just the normal Christmas wreath that I'm going to wrap around for some fur. This was on special at IKEA for $3.99 after the sales. So it's always good to go after the sales to IKEA. Okay, guys. So the way that I lay out my wreaths, first of all, I fluff them up like you would do when you have a Christmas decoration. Then I use the twigs, the actual wire mechanism, to wrap them in. So if you have, let me just explain, if you have 2 of the branches coming off, I wrap them around it, and I basically use that as where I want to put my wreath. So just keep on doing that until you're happy with the thickness of the wreath. I've used 2 wreaths because my circle is quite big, but you can get away if you're doing 30 by 30, which is about that. It's a ruler size, which is about the normal. I just have a very big front door, but 30 by 30 should be big enough for you, and then you only need 1 of these to go around. Afterwards, I'm going to secure it with some tie wraps. This is just to do the placing first, that I can see where I need some more foliage. Okay. Continue doing that. Lay it out and make sure that you're happy with the thickness. So like I said, you're going to use small tie wraps. I like to use the white because I have the white background, the white frame. Where you can see that your wreath is still loose from your frame, you're just going to secure it with a tie wrap. Remember to cut off the excess of the tie wrap. It really doesn't look good if you don't cut it tight to the rim. You don't want to see any tie wraps. Okay, so this is basically what you get before you start decorating. My next step is going to be to secure these angel wings. I was first thinking of, because I'm Christian, I like to bring in some symbol. And I had these angel wings for a while. They're quite heavy, but I was thinking I can secure it maybe to the middle of the wreath, and it will also fill up my space. So I'm going to do like that in the middle, I'm going to first do that, and then I'm going to go in afterwards with the small decorations. Okay, so my next step is going to be to bring in the nature. These twigs are quite special. They are from my sister-in-law, Dankjewel Jeltje. She picked them from her garden last year already. And I'm going to combine that with, and this doesn't need to cost you anything, just go to a forest and pick some twigs. I just like the twirliness of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place them on my wreath wherever I want them, and then secure them by twisting the branches into it. So I wouldn't like, if I can show you guys like this, it seems a bit wild at the moment. So what I want to do is I want to bring it closer to the wreath, that it doesn't stick out that much. That is why I'm going to bring it in towards my wreath. And you just continue twisting your little wires into the, and it also combines the fakeness of the wreath. So one word of advice, because you're working with very dry twigs, you don't want to, the fine twigs, you don't want to work them into it because they might be breaking off. So you want to have the thicker base of the twigs. During the year I always look out for little specials, and I found these feathers about a year ago, which I'm going to now glue gun, and some little eggs. Eggs is always important to bring in. It also represents new beginnings, life. Okay. At this stage you should be able to see where your top and your bottom of your wreath will be, and you're going to place your eggs and decorations according to. I like to put them in clusters and lay them out before I glue them. I don't like to just have them randomly filling up the wreath. So cute. I had these little branches left last year from my Christmas decorations, and basically what I do is I just basically pull out the what do you call this, pine cones, leaves from it, and then they also had these in between, and if I can show you, I basically glue this together. And then I make like a little bouquet, and I would decorate this bouquet with the eggs like that, and then I would place it in. That way it's nicely clustered. You can do it your own way, but I find that this works actually way better. And then you can sit down and do your gluing, and you don't need to stand over your wreath constantly. I hope this helps.